Hello everybody, this is Amira and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a video which is a little bit different. I am doing a swap on the Pocket Page notebook community on Facebook, and I have a Pocket Page notebook which I purchased from Michelle at the Stamp Spot. Now, I love this traveler's notebook. It's a bit unique because every other page has a clear sleeve that you can put photos and whatnot into. And I've been watching some YouTube videos of girls that have been using them, and I've been so inspired to try it myself. On the Facebook group page, Michelle started a swap, and I am teamed up with Angela. So Angela and I each have a book which we will be sending each other. And this is my first layout in this swap. So we decided that the first theme that we were going to do was a five things about me theme. So I've got this photo here, and I have a picture frame which I found in my stash. I am in love with the idea of picture frames, but I actually never use them, so I thought, you know what, I am going to use one here. I've cut up some pattern paper. It's a very light blue, like lacy flowers type of paper. This is from Maggie Holmes' collection Bloom, and I stuck it down and I've attached my photo there. It's just loosely attached. I end up attaching it a slight off angle because that's just how I am, like a little bit off kilter. And I have these alpha stickers which are a bit raised. I bought these from Kmart, I believe, and they're a really light craft color. So I grabbed some of my ink pads and I've decided to match the color of the photo frame. So I inked them to be brown. So you're going to see me now go ahead and ink every single one up, and I'm gonna spell out 5 things about me with this alpha set. And then I got to the bottom. I still could put in the me, but I had found this hashtag me circle die cut, which I was never going to use on anything. I didn't think I've had it in my stash for ages, and I thought, you know, why not mix and match? That's the kind of thing that I love. I put it just a little bit off center so that I could cut it, so it was once again circle with a straight edge. I then go along with my black pen and just kind of edge some of the letters, and then I ink some of them, and I hope to God that I don't smear, and I kind of managed to do it. This page now goes down with double-sided sticky tape, and that is the left side of the layout done for now. I do go back to it a little bit later. Now, moving on to the right hand side, but before I do, I wanted to take advantage of the photo frame and introduce it to the right hand side. So I realized that because the back is clear, you're going to see it, and this photo frame here was not double-sided. So I looked for some more double-sided photo frames but couldn't find them, so I thought I would make one myself. This is just a pretty piece of paper from my scrap bucket, and I basically just penciled in a photo frame, and then I used a scalpel blade to cut out the frame from the inside. And now I think that I could replace that one with this flower one. It fits perfectly, and when you flip it over on the other side, I was going to attach a second one, but I realized that I didn't really need to because that's a double-sided paper there and it's really pretty. So now what I'm doing is transferring that photo frame, the inset of the photo frame, to the right hand side, which is what I was wanting in the first place. And I was going to make something out of that. I then decided, why not put the photo frame on the right hand side and I have a photo frame in every single element of this layout, which is really cool. I go from never using photo frames to using one on each layout. And at this stage, my alpha letters started falling off, and I thought, oh gosh, are they all gonna fall off? So you'll see me stop to stick them as they fall off. I then decide to ink the edges of the layout with some brown ink here. I then take it to the left-hand side. Here's another letter that falls off. I then double check to see what may be coming off, and I try to glue it down. So I continue on with my inking around the edges. I then bring in a little bit of pink. My pink is so dry that I just decide to use the entire pad across the paper, and I have this beautiful brown and pink color on the right hand panel, which I do love. I love that combination. I decide to then do my journaling before I continue any more stamping. So here I am just putting in 5 things about me for my partner. I then grab some gray ink and I do a little bit of mixed media around the frame and around my journaling. It's now time to put some PVA to stick that frame down. And now I want to look at what I'm going to put inside that frame. I came across this quote the other day. It's a clear sticker and it says, "I hope your day is full of sunshine and rainbows." And I think that's beautiful. I'm now ready to stick down this other frame properly. I add double-sided sticky tape, and it is a little bit wider than the frame, so it sticks to the other side. So I just rub at it and rub at it and rub at it until it comes out into a little sticky ball and is no longer a problem. I then decide to put a banner up on the right-hand side there, which I end up adding crooked and a little bit too low, so I try to pull it off, and I tear this page and I try really hard to salvage it, and I think I make it work. I'm now flipping over to that first layout. I find this banner here, and it's just going to cover the double-sided sticky tape from the frame on the other side. And I go back to that first layout on the left-hand side, and I add this little tab, which I really love the color of. And then I find another little banner which introduces a little bit of floral, because I do love flowers, and that is part of some of the things that I love. So it adds to this page. I then find some little elements from the ephemera pack that I'm using, hearts and circles, and I thought, oh, this is looking really cute. I love this. One of the circles, one of the hearts is a clear sticker, but the rest are papers. I then find this arrow, which I actually don't put on the clear page, but I put on the frame, so that's not going to be a problem. But of course, because of the clear element of the pocket page, when I flip it over, I realize that the back of the papers are now going to show. Here we go. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I done? So then I grab my Nuvo crystal drops and I add Nouveau crystal drops to the back of the paper elements. I've got that heart, a circle on the left, and a circle on the top right. And this is it after I've added it, and I blow and I huff and I puff until it's dry. I'm now working on the frame on the pocket page, and I'm adding my most favorite washi of all time, which is this polka black and white, and then a little bit of lace, which I'm currently in love with. I'm adding double-sided tape to the lace and then adding PVA glue on top of the double-sided sticky tape so it doesn't seep out, but that it's stuck for good. I then add a sentiment that says, great things take time. So I'm happy with the frame on the right, I'm happy with the frame on the pocket page, I'm happy with the frame on the left. It's now time to shake things up. So I add some sequins, and I add the small ones in all sorts of different colors, because at the end of the day, this layout has a lot of colors. It has a little bit of pink and green and blue, and I've got some gold and some clear and some gray. So I just add a whole lot of everything, but just a little bit, and I make it so that it really only can get to the bottom part. And believe it or not, here I go. This is the first time I use my fuse tool. So you guys are here for my first time, and I do it in front of you. It's actually not so bad. So I'm using my steel ruler there, and I wasn't sure if it had stuck, so I did it again from the other side. And it's pretty straight. Beginner's luck. And this is my first layout in my pocket page swap with Angela. Thank you so much for watching. I totally adore this layout. I love this concept. I love this pocket page notebook. Thank you so much, Michelle. Kudos for such a great idea. I'm going to put some details down below if you're interested in buying a pocket page from the Stamp Spot. And I hope you join me for some more layouts in this pocket page notebook as the year goes on. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video.